I don't think there's a closer spot to downtown Missoula that you could hunt white-tailed deer than where this one came from. So I like that. I'm pretty motivated by producing and finding as much food as I can. It wasn't really my idea. Damon was an intern trying to get his very last credits to graduate from U of M. And I didn't really want an intern, but he was very persistent. And I think he just showed up one day because I wasn't calling him back. Anyway, I set him to work on a couple projects that were not that interesting to him. It's an internship. But he got, like I say, he's persistent and he's motivated, and he was wanting to do something more entertaining, and so he suggested a film series.
I had been to the Sundance Film Festival, and then throughout the summer they did the screening series. And I thought that would be really cool.
Which sounded like absolute hell to me, to be honest. And I'm like, okay, compromise. If you're gonna do it, let's do a film festival, and we'll look into renting a theater, and we'll do a whole week, and then it's over. And hopefully the only one we ever do. We literally sent out an email to all of our filmmaking friends, and we got 250 entries or something like that.
We had no idea what we were doing. The community was really kind to us, opening their doors, saying, we'll give you a theater, we'll give you some beer. What else does a film festival need? We
had paid a bunch of money, what I thought was a lot of money, which really was almost no money, to rent this theater. We got it for a week. We're gonna cram in as many films that we like as we possibly can. So we started at 10 a.m. in the morning on a Thursday. And the first screening, 7 people came, and we were so psyched. We were like, oh my God, people came. We were slapping high fives in the lobby, and it was like,
yes, this is awesome. We were so pumped that anyone came at all.
And then by the end of that first day, all the evening screenings were beyond selling out. There was lines around the block, and we were like, oh my God, people wanted to have a documentary film festival.
It was just like an overwhelming, joyous moment, It was like, wow, this is actually working. I remember, I think, seeing Doug smile and laugh for the first time in probably the whole time that I had known him.
Well, like I said, I wasn't gonna do it again. But it wasn't just up to me anymore. The thing was gonna have a life of its own, let's put it that way. And there was so many people that wanted to come help and work, literally year 2 started immediately because it was so exciting to people.
I just cold called the film festival, and Damon Ristow answered and was just like, yeah, come talk to me and Doug tomorrow. And I came in, and literally they were like, yeah, when can you start? And then I stayed there for, over a decade.
The community of Missoula is certainly responsible for most of this, but it also came down to amazing staff. It was the volunteers, it's the people, it's the artists, everyone coming together to make something really cool happen.
I mean, it was a lot of heart. I mean, that's all it was. It was a lot of people just being, inspired to do something and just making it happen. So it was a good time.
And then it's like, how big is this gonna get? What's gonna happen? Is this thing gonna get away from us? You know what I mean? And I don't think that it has.
A very good evening to all of you, and welcome to the 16th Annual Big Sky Documentary Film Festival.
I had inherited this thing that was, at that time, 14 years in, and I think the pressure came from making sure that I was carrying forward what was started in the beginning. And it seemed like the proof in the pudding was the people who were involved with it and the community who cared about it. I first started attending when I was a front of house employee at the Wilma Theater. And I was just staffed to be slinging popcorn and beers that particular day, and the festival was our event on the schedule, and suddenly the heart of the community starts rolling in the door. And I very quickly got seduced by that idea, that film was attracting people to come together and have an organic, authentic, fun, interesting educational experience. And I think the rest is history, because my life kind of turned towards film ever since then.
You know, the film festival has largely shaped me who I have become as a person in a lot of ways. I really fell in love with the art form, and I don't think that I'd be standing right here today if the film festival hadn't have found me, you know.
Doug's a pretty rigid dude, so I don't think I've ever told him, but you know, I owe a lot to him in terms of where I'm at, you know, with my job now. And if he wouldn't have trusted me, you know, so much with the film festival, then I don't think I would be, you know, where I'm at now. Yeah.
It's something we do for our local community. And then we invite people to come in and experience that and take that back out into the world, because I think there's something special happening in this town. One of the most memorable moments I had at Big Sky was a gentleman from East St. Louis who came to town and said he never knew there was a place in the whole world that existed like this. How lovely it is that Big Sky, one of its functions is to share that with the rest of the world.
And I won't forget you when you've forgotten me. Sweeping the shadows of doubt, you are still the same to me.
Rockin' Rudy's is proud to be an original sponsor of the Documentary Film Festival. This is Bruce from Rockin' Rudy's. I'd like to wish the Documentary Film Festival happy 20th anniversary. We'll see you at the movies.
You are still